Welcome into the Extra Point presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on 710 Old Hickory Boulevard for Nashville's best meat and threes, craft beers, and more. The neighborhood meets at the corner. And Zach, the Vols, the injury bug has hit again. Linebacker Darren Kirkland Jr. will be out for at least a month with an undisclosed knee injury. Apparently a non-contact injury happened in practice. Just a week out today from that Georgia Tech game. Pretty tough loss.
Yeah, it's a major blow. He's a leader. He's a good football player, first and foremost. But here's where I'm going to go with this. And I'm actually going to side more with Butch Jones than I may ever have.
Oh.
Last year, they were tested. They were injury-ridden. I mean, right?
Yes.
One after another, one after another. So if there's anybody or any team to actually step up and replace a guy, I think it could be Tennessee, because they've been there and done it before. Hell, they won 9 games. I know it was not the season that they wanted last year.
All right, Butch.
They won 9 games,
yeah.
True, and they had a lot of injuries. I think this is something that they can overcome. Now, you hope that it doesn't trickle down and everybody starts dropping off like last season.
Right.
But I think Tennessee can handle it going into Georgia Tech.
I think what makes this Darren Kirkland Jr. injury hurt more than another starter is what he does mentally for that defense. He is the communicator on the field for the defense, and Bob Shoop, admittedly last year, said his defense was too complicated for everybody once they started losing these starters. So now is Shoop going to have to dumb this thing down again? Is he going to have to protect his players and not run his actual defense because he's missing his communicator out there? That's what makes me worry. And the fact that up against Georgia Tech, without Darren Kirkland Jr., who's going to be disciplined enough, like Kirkland, to follow his reads and play well against that triple option offense? It's going to be really hard.
It's got to be Colton Jumper.
Colton Jumper, yes. Colton Jumper is the guy who can communicate best after Darren Kirkland Jr. I think he's a disciplined player, but he lacks in the athleticism to make plays in some circumstances. So that's where I worry with Colton Jumper. Daniel Batuli will have to step up for sure, the guy from Nashville Christian, and also Cortez McDowell, who's going into his senior year, who's played a lot of football at Tennessee.
Well, one thing we know, talking about Bob Shoop, the defense has got to improve. They can't give up all the yards that they gave up at the end of last season. They can't do it because they don't have the offense compared because everybody's gone.
And losing Darren Kirkland Jr. for at least a month makes that a much tougher task for Butch Jones.
A tough task can be Georgia Tech in Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
And then Florida, and then Georgia, all within that month to 6 week span. And that's today's Extra Point presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on A to Z Sports Nashville.com.